Obviously shocking what's happening, but the key part here, the key insight that perhaps I can give is that the two main actors within the UK that could stop this terrorist attack from happening have both failed. On the one hand, you have the government who are completely denying that it's anything to do with a political situation around the Muslim world, foreign policy that Muslims are outraged about, that has completely ruined the lives of millions of people. And on the other side, Muslim organisations who have failed their own community by not teaching these young, angry men how to get a democratic change to this policy that's ruining so many lives.
Why have they been unable to do that? It's not, it's been many years since Muslim leaders have been more proactive and educating, engaging with the grassroots. But what's the problem?
It's not that they're unable, it's they're unwilling. There's no pressure. They don't care. The bottom line is, and we have to be honest about it, they're very good at coming on here and condemning it and saying how bad it is. But what action have they practically done to teach their young people, young Muslims, what they can practically do in the UK? What you actually have is a leadership that's more interested in debating about theological issues, how big someone's beard should be, or etc. Silly, minor issues, while the whole world is turning upside down.
What should they be doing?
They should be teaching young Muslims, as in America, when people felt that there was oppression, black people felt that they were oppressed, Martin Luther King took them on a political journey to free themselves. Well, why can the Muslims not do the same? The reason is they don't know how to do it, they don't know if it would work, and they simply have no skills or leadership that would lead them along that pathway. That failure has led to this outrage that's sweeping across the Muslim world, that hit America in the Boston bombings, and now is hitting the UK to sweep, and this blowback is happening in the Western world now, that's saying that we're going to stop what's happening abroad. As they said, the bomber said, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. You're not going to live in peace until we live in peace. It's all pointing back to their anger at what's happening in the Muslim world.
Is there a fear among Muslim communities of more reprisal attacks? I mean, we've already seen one or two.
Two mosques have already been attacked, and I would have no doubt that you will see members of the Muslim community attacked, sadly, in some of the streets of Britain. And this is very, very sad, because the Muslim community are the double victims. On the one hand, their young people are becoming enraged and angry because of what's happening abroad. When they see it, they're on the internet. They don't have to turn the television on to see it these days.
In this country, I mean, if they're becoming angry and enraged, I mean, what kind of a percentage are we talking about here? And I mean, is it connected to their economic situations as well? And but it's not just motivated by ideology. I mean, what are we talking? Young people? Are we talking 5%, 10%? What?
The anger is across the board. The anger bubbling over into an attack, we don't know. What I could say is that the anger is bubbling away, and you never know when the next step is going to be taken by one of these young guys. That anger, when they go on the internet and they see people being blown up by a drone, when they see whole villages destroyed, when they see dictators being propped up by Western governments, and they see the devastation it causes across the Muslim world, these young people internalise it and say, well, why us? Why are we living like this? We're going to do something. And that's the critical juncture when those young people need to say, we're going to do something, or the leader says, yes, political action, just like Martin Luther King did.